Hello, Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come with another information. Today is another day. I pray that God will be with you and bless you going out and coming in. Biafrans, we are here for you. And if you are there for us, why don't you share and hit the subscribe and like button for us? Because if we are not here, enemies will stay to speak against us to the international communities. And that's why we insist that Abia we must continue. All right, please keep supporting us and we'll keep doing that which we know how best to do for Biafrans. Here comes another update, and we pray that you please listen to the end. I'll be right back.
Donald J. Trump, the president of America, he's coming with a new business strategy, a new kind of visa or migration scheme. This one is known as the Trump's green card scheme or the gold card scheme. Oh my God. With the gold card, it means investors with $5 million can apply for this kind of visa to come to America and have the status that is, resemblance of what they used to have called a green card. It means they will come into America, they will invest in America, create jobs in America, and before you know it, America will become a more vibrant and, a country doing well and also paying off their debt. From the breakdown from Trump today, what he's saying is, if they can have 1 million people coming in this visa, you are looking at 5 trillion. And if they can have 10 million people coming in, you are looking at $50 trillion. It means the best of minds will be coming for this visa. Not only that, those multinational companies, they might have somebody, a whiskey out there in a country that they want to work in their company in America. Say a company like Apple. Now they will have to apply for that golden visa for that person. So they will have the right status to come to America to work. Man, I think this is something we, the Biafrans, we may have to emulate when Biafra comes, so that Biafra will be open for business. Not only that, those living in the bite of Biafra might also enjoy these fringe benefits. I say we do away with the ways of Nigeria, a place where their so-called Fulani cabals, they open the borders to allow dirty, stinking idiots, animals, herding cows, to come through the borders, through and through, without visa. That's the problem of a shithole country, an underdeveloping country. They don't have the high sense and foresight. They don't have it. But a thinking country like America, a square peg in a square hole, Lord have mercy. A man like Trump, now you see the way he's thinking. That's why I'm saying whatever you do, allow the best to step into those roles and you will see things happen in all fields. When you bring the best amongst you to run a government, to run a business, to run things and affairs in that country or workplace, you are always guaranteed the best. Imagine a country like that shito called Nigeria, where all the borders are open and porous. And instead of inviting the best, they are bringing the worst. Headsmen carrying AK-47. They went to invite terrorists, Boko Haram. They brought them to Nigeria. And before you knew it, you were hearing about the bring back our girls, the Chibok girls. You saw what happened. That's how you know a country that is failed, a failed nation. But in this case, Donald Trump is thinking. He's putting on his business acumen, thinking like a human being. That's the problem. Sometimes when you think like a third world country, you remain a third world country. But when you put the best amongst you to run the affairs, to handle the affairs, then things start to happen. My fellow Biafrans, I will not make this one long. I want you to listen to what he said. Listen to the president of America break it down. I will advise Donald Trump to make sure no Nigerian politician, their children, their children's children, their relatives, their in-laws are given that privilege to have a golden visa. Do not make that mistake, because the money they are bringing to America is blood money, stolen money from the land of Biafra. Do not give that same opportunity to any criminal person in that so-called Nigeria. Not the military men, not their wives, their children, not those in politics, because they will just loot the wealth of the Biafrans and run down to America. I know they cannot wait, because within 2 weeks, America will go live with this green card or the golden card. Within 2 weeks. I know the cabal, they cannot wait. So I'm calling out on America to today, please make sure no Nigerian politician, nor their children and relatives have this privilege of having a gold card. At this point, I want all my people to please listen to the President of America and his aide break down this new phenomenon. And then I'll come back to show you something that will blow your mind. If you're ready, let's go there. Watch this. Listen, listen, and listen.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before or anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks out? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
Mr.
President,
wait a minute.
Requirements for that gold card? Do you have to invest a certain amount of money in this country in order to qualify for that gold card?
Yeah, exactly.
So the EB-5 program was really, you lend some money, but it was full of nonsense, make-believe, and fraud, and it was a way to get a green card that was low priced. So the president said, rather than having this sort of ridiculous EB-5 program, we're going to end the EB-5 program. We're going to replace it with the Trump Gold Card, which is really a green card gold. So they'll be able to pay $5 million to the U.S. government. They'll have to go through vetting, of course. We're going to make sure they're wonderful, world-class global citizens. They can come to America. The president can give them a green card, and they can invest in America, and we can use that money to reduce our deficit. Why do we give out lotteries of green cards? Why do we give out EB-5 for green cards? The President of the United States understands that the right answer is, why don't we eliminate the deficit of the United States of America instead?
The gold card, well, millions, but the gold card will bring in with it people that create jobs.
Listen.
Very high level people.
Listen.
I think companies will pay to get people in. For instance, you today graduate from the Wharton School of Finance or Harvard or Stanford or any college, and nobody knows if you can even go to work for a company. So Apple and all these companies that want to get people to be working for them will be able to buy a card, and for the people that are number one in their class at top schools, I see that as one of the things. But generally speaking, it'll be people with money and people that create jobs, and they won't have to pay any tax on income outside of the United States, which they're not paying right now. They're not citizens, but they'll have to pay if they create jobs in the United States. They'll pay full taxes like everybody else. So you're getting big taxpayers, big job producers, and we'll be able to sell maybe 1 million of these cards, maybe more than that. And if you add up the numbers, they're pretty good. As an example, 1 million cards would be worth $5 trillion. $5 trillion.
Wow.
And if you sell 10 million of the cards, that's a total of $50 trillion. Well, we have 35 trillion in debt. That'd be nice. So we'll see. But it could be great. Maybe it will be fantastic. We have it all worked out from the legal standpoint. It's totally legal to do. Hasn't been done before. It's been done in many different forms. We give them away. Why should we give them away? We shouldn't give them away. And I think it's something very exciting. I think it's potentially just something that we're all very excited about.
Hold it there. Hold it there, my people. Can you just hear the psychology of a developed country? Do you see the way they think? Do you see the way they reason? It's called a system thinking. A systematic economy where things are purposely done in a particular way to get a specific answer.